back to a new video. Today I'm the hottest guy alive with you today, as usual. All the girls say that, of course. We have Mayed and Endoso John. Mayed is Endoso coach.
Yes, I am.
For how long?
Coach.
Yeah.
So I've been coaching him for I think 13 months now.
Yeah, should be about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A year and a month.
And Endoso is also a member at Desert Barbell. We've seen each other here and there, and I've seen him training, and I think his training is amazing. So I wanted to get him on the podcast. Sometimes I bully him on Instagram
because
and he knows I'm joking.
Endoso is only the second hottest man in the world. So.
Yeah.
You can take the first place. I'm only the second, honestly.
Huge difference. Yeah, so let's stop joking and be honest and serious.
Let's go.
I want to know about you.
Tell me.
Where are you from? Date of birth?
Yeah.
Where are you born?
So, blood-wise, I'm from Philippines. I was born in 2005, July 3rd.
Making you 17 years old?
Yes, I'm currently 17. I'm turning 18 this year, so it's it's a huge time this year because I'm going to be turning 18. I was born and raised here in Dubai, so that's why I love this country so much.
So, when did you start going to the gym?
I'd say I started going to the gym around properly, I'd say October of 2020. But then I've been doing home workouts because I used to live in a apartment building before. So I used to do home workouts, or there was an apartment gym in my area or in my building. So I used to do home workouts and gym there once in a while for about I'd say 5 months. And then I moved to a community, and there was a community center which had a gym with free weights. That's when I probably started getting into the gym, lifting properly, you know.
And when did you know about the Desert Barbell? Who told you about the gym?
So before powerlifting, I used to train bro splits or push-pull legs or Arnold split and stuff. But yeah, I used to basically just bodybuilding and stuff. And then I got to know about powerlifting because I loved watching just YouTube videos and trying to get better. Before powerlifting itself, I loved doing squats, bench, and deadlift. So I just constantly kept looking for YouTube videos that helped me improve my forms and stuff and everything. And yeah, I got to know about powerlifting, and then I got to know that there were competitions that happened around the world. So I checked everywhere, on Google, on Reddit, and everything. I was I searched up on Google, powerlifting meets in Dubai, and that's when I got to know about Desert Barbell.
And who are your favorite people watching powerlifting?
So I started off powerlifting wise. I'm not sure of the proper people, but one person I do remember is Omar Isov, because his program is the first powerlifting program that I ever used before mine.
The Kaizen program.
Yeah.
And then, other than him, are there any people?
None I can remember on the top of my head, no.
So, when was your first powerlifting competition?
My first powerlifting competition was March of 2021.
And what did you do in it?
Let's see if I can remember here. I know my squat was
245?
245, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then my bench was...
And you fell on your first squat?
Yeah, on my first squat
on your
I
opener.
did. I fell because I was very nervous, it was the first attempt and stuff. But yeah, on bench I got, I think 130 something, 137 was it?
I think something like that. We can pull it up if you want.
Yeah. 137. Yeah, because I had the same bench for the first meet and the second meet.
Okay.
So I did 137, and then for my deadlift, this was back when my deadlift was higher than my squats.
Crazy.
So I think
No more.
I think it doesn't happen again, It's been a while.
Never gonna happen again.
No, I think my squat was 240, and then my deadlift was 245.
Yeah, I think so. You can check it on Instagram.
You're right.
Yeah.
We can check
And
it
we'll
on
add
open
it on the video of the podcast.
we can check it on open powerlifting as well.
Yeah, we could check it in open powerlifting.
And then after that, any competitions you've done?
Yeah, the one later that year, the Power Meet 12 was it?
Yeah, and that was
Yeah,
used to qualify for the Asian Championships.
Yeah,
And
in September.
And that one I won in versus you. Remember? I got.
You won?
Yeah.
Are we in the same weight class? Because I remember.
No, we weren't. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you did place very well, Yahya, didn't you?
Yeah,
I did fourth placing,
yeah,
but I was nowhere near you, to be honest.
Right.
yeah.
I think your bench was like my deadlift.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you're the guy who's the beast.
Oh,
After that, you've done Asians, right?
yeah, I did do it.
How did you do in Asians?
Asians was a very memorable moment.
The 300
definitely.
squat, remember?
Yeah, the world record, which
Everyone was happy for you.
yeah, I was definitely.
Yeah, it was crazy that day. John, on his second attempt, it was 285, I think.
Yeah.
He lost balance and got onto his toes, and it was a grinder, like a really slow grinder. So sitting in the warm-up room, trying to decide his next attempt, are we going to go attempt the world record, or are we going to go for something safer, right? And I was on the verge of taking something safer, and then John, I will not forget this, said to me, I want this. He just said that, and I just put 300.5 on the piece of paper, and we put it on.
Why was it 0.5, not 300?
So the world record was 300 already, so you have to beat it.
Oh, so you did.
So you have because if you tie the world record, then you don't have the world record. You need to
You
beat
could
it.
have done tier 1, I think.
I think he could have gotten 301.
Yeah.
But always the safest that you need.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy for you. 300 is like
Thank you, man. Thank you.
a huge thing. I was talking to Dan at Desert Barbell. I was like, he could do 400 by the end of the year. And then
400.
he's like, I don't think so. I think he might do 350 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then maybe after like 2 years, he'd do 400. But that depends on him.
Yeah.
How you're consistent, how you're following with your coach, and how everything is.
Yeah, definitely.
400 is a goal? Because I want it for me.
For you.
I want you to do 400 squat.
I don't know. It's definitely a number that's never come across my head. Like a 400 squat, that's insane. Like even as a raw, tested powerlifter. But yeah.
So the current open world record in all age categories for the 105 class is 360 by Anatoly Novopismenyev, the Ukraine, right?
Oh.
So the goal, I guess, is mostly just to be head and shoulders above everyone else in the squat. You know, so if John as a junior is hitting 365, 370, that accomplishes that goal easily.
The person from Ukraine is how old?
He's in his 30s, low 30s, I think.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
late-
not like a
late 20s.
junior.
No, it's an open world record.
Okay, as junior, what's the highest?
The junior world record is 332.5, owned by Corentin Clement of France.
Oh,
And that is a record that John is actually going for in Romania in August.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think it's a very common thing to see a sub-junior breaking a junior world record. I don't know if it's ever happened before. It might have. Agata Sitko probably has done it. But it's definitely a very rare occurrence.
Yeah.
so did you get the visa?
No. It's a pretty. It's still in September, so we have quite a bit of time.
Oh, you're the opposite of me. I don't like this. You're the person who does everything late. I'm the guy who always does everything early.
Oh, okay.
Like-
Yeah, no, but it's not that it's gonna be late, but like it definitely won't be early as well. Yeah.
So what's your plan? How long are you gonna stay there?
We're definitely not gonna be like staying there for like let's say like a whole month. No, we'd probably just only be there like maybe like a couple days before the meet or.
Yeah, so we'll probably arrive on the first day of the meet,
Yeah.
so we can be there at the technical meeting and the opening ceremony, and if possible, we'll be there for the banquet and then leave.
Yeah.
So that'll be like 5 days total.
Yeah.
And you're going with him?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
Okay, that's
Definitely
very
that's-
good news.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're 100% qualified for it, right?
So the way it is with the World Championships, the IPF doesn't decide who qualifies or not. It's
Oh.
actually the member federations who just need to nominate someone. The issue there is John will definitely be nominated to compete. It's just whether we can secure funding for him to compete or not. And that's definitely, a very big goal that we're trying to aim for right now.
So he has to pay money for the federation?
No, pay for his flights and for the hotel and everything.
The federation is not going to sponsor anything?
And that's what we're trying to do. And that's still not 100%, but hopefully we'll be 100% soon.
I think, man, if you went there, I'm not going to be annoying, but I think you could get second easy second.
Well, yeah.
I don't think
We'll
you're gonna
see.
get first because I'm not gonna be like.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're coming from.
Are you aware of the other competition in the 105 category?
I've seen some stuff,
Okay. Such as what?
but I know like your deadlift is nowhere near the other. People.
Yeah, definitely.
Your squat, you're like the first. And squat,
It'll definitely be a journey, because we don't know what's to come in the next 19 weeks. I think I'm out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to wait and see how the other people progress, how I progress, because I could definitely same thing that happened with my squats. My squat went up by 100 kilos in a year,
Yeah, like that.
which was insane. So
Like you've done 300 on when? On December?
300. My first time ever doing 300 was 6th of December 2022.
And then you've done like 325. Like what? 1 month ago?
325 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was in
Yeah.
April, mid-April.
So
it's
like
4
in
months.
5 months, you
Yeah, 4
increase your
months.
squat 25.
Yeah.
4 months, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. What's the secret? I wanna know.
John's the secret.
Yeah, honestly, man.
I can't believe it. Like, if
like-
you ask me, how can someone increase? That's like 5 kgs a month.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that is exactly what we're doing. Is we're doing blocks of 5 weeks, being a 1 week deload and then a 4 week block for John, and then on the 4th week, every single time he goes for a 5 kilo PR.
Yeah.
So, what was the hardest squat you've ever done? Like, what was the squat like? I did it.
I'd say it was the 300.5, because that was definitely looking on video and if I can remembering when I was under the bar, I did definitely feel like it was a grinder, because through my previous attempt of the 285, I guess it got to my head a little bit because of the misgroove and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got through the 300.5 and
When you have a world record on your back and you know that you only get one chance at this, you either have the world record after this or you don't. Right? It's a very difficult or very stressful thing to.
yeah, it was definitely very nerve wracking, But
Did your parents come and watch you?
no, when I do compete, I don't like my parents watching me because I feel like it would get
Stress
me
you out?
a lot more nervous. No, not I wouldn't say stress, but nervous almost because knowing that they're watching and stuff.
So,
But my dad and my younger sister did come for the award ceremony.
yeah, but did they watch you live at least?
Oh yeah, they
live
watched me
stream.
at home. Yeah.
Yeah, but not like in physical.
Yeah.
Okay, but the whole gym was happy for you, man. I think.
Yeah, it was very cool to see after the competition, just going on Instagram and then checking all the people who took a video.
I had
of me,
my
in
first
person.
positive comment on it. The first one that's don't skip leg day, don't skip
You were
day.
the first comment on that post.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a 325 that you were the first
okay.
comment in.
Really?
I think so, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think it was on TikTok.
Oh yeah, it was either on TikTok or Instagram, but
Yeah, but man, I think you've done a good job.
yeah.
Probably, in my opinion, you do 350 by the end of the year.
That's the plan in my head right now actually. We'll have to see. It's a very blurry road in front of me to see where I can end up in,
So before 300, did you do 290, 295?
I think I did do 290
Your
before my
PR
300.
before your 300 was 290. It was 5 weeks before.
Yeah, and it moved very smoothly, definitely faster than the 300 itself. But yeah.
So, other than powerlifting, what do you do?
Whoa.
Other than powerlifting,
Are you making your ex regret it like me?
hey man, I try my best.
He's going and making custom T-shirts with the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I think the whole gym should get a shirt like this.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should make them in bulk and start selling them.
Yeah, you should make them in bulk and like start selling them outside.
Would
of
you
GB,
buy
know?
it?
I'll think about it.
Yeah, we'll think about it. You know.
So, yeah, what are you doing other than powerlifting?
Nothing, honestly. Nothing, honestly. Like,
Okay, let me ask another question.
Okay.
How does your day go? When you
Okay,
wake up
okay.
and
So let's say like
A school day.
on a school day.
yes.
On a school day, I wake up at my alarm is set at 4:50 a.m.
4:50. Nice. I wake up at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
That's
It's
amazing.
very good.
I
Yeah.
wake up at 11 a.m.
And what do you sleep?
Okay, so I'll just go through my whole day.
Okay.
So I wake up at 4. I start getting ready. I have a car lift that picks me up around like 5:50.
So you have an hour to get ready.
Yeah, like an hour to get ready and then eat, and then everything. In the same amount of time, I try to like meal prep my stuff like for school and for the gym later on.
What do you usually have?
Well, back when I was very consistent on meal prepping, in the morning I used to normally in the morning I used to have just like a very small meal because I wouldn't have the time, and then I'd eat like my first proper meal in school itself. I used to prep 3 eggs and 200 grams of rice, white rice.
Eggs and rice?
Yeah.
That's the weirdest combination I've ever had.
Hey, I'm
It's
Asian.
usually
Man. I'm
like-
Asian. I'm Asian.
Rice and eggs.
Yeah.
Not like toast and eggs.
No.
Come
No.
on.
Because I have to get the proper carbs in, and the
Toast is
fat.
a good carb also.
Yeah, but like I feel like I would be more satisfied with the rice because it's a lot heavier to get me through the day.
Okay.
And then normally coupled with egg and rice, I have another Tupperware which has chicken and rice.
That's the bro meal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
Chicken and rice.
Fish
after
and
that,
rice as well.
Chicken and rice, I normally have that after the gym or like before the gym. And then for my last meal of the day, I normally just eat it at home.
you have only 3 meals a day?
Yeah, it's very difficult for me because like I'll go back to how my day normally goes.
Okay.
So let's say I leave the house around like 5:50.
Okay.
The car lift drops me off to a metro station, and then I just take the metro station from there to my school. School starts at around 7:50, 8 a.m. ish.
And then when do you finish school?
School finishes at 3 p.m. And then from 3 p.m. I immediately have to start traveling to the gym. I travel from my school to the gym. It takes me about 2 hours.
Where's your school?
All the way in Alcoces. So it's like very far from the gym, especially like if I was taking the metro from school.
Could you say the name of it?
Yeah, sure. I don't really mind. Cambridge International.
Oh.
That's the school I'm at right now.
I was at Philadelphia private school. It's close by, I think.
It's close by. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it's a 2 hour travel from my school to the gym. So when I reach the gym,
You reach the gym at like 5.
Yeah.
And then you feel like, let's say 2 hours?
I'd say more about like 3 or 4. Yeah.
4 hours?
Yeah. So 5. I reached the gym at like 5. My parents picked me up around like 7:30, maybe 8, sometimes even 9.
From the gym?
Yeah.
And then when do you sleep?
That's the thing. Like if I'm lucky enough, if my parents do pick me up at like 8, because I'll be able to get home around like 8:30, have like a meal, and then straight away go to bed. Because I like going to bed with like a full stomach. I feel like I get better sleep. Yeah, so I sleep around that time. Yeah, whenever I have school days, my sleep is normally
So
very
6 hours
messed up.
maybe.
Yeah, sometimes even less.
That's very bad.
Yeah.
I
and-
sleep at like 8 and wake up at 4
Yeah.
or 7:30.
Yeah,
Sleeping early is way better. Like if you
Yeah,
notice, if you
definitely.
sleep like 7:30, wake
definitely.
up at 4, you'll have a huge amount of energy.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a very I have very scarce amounts of time.
So generally, let's talk about nutrition.
Okay.
How many calories do you have? How many grams of protein do you have?
I'm not really like focused on that like a lot, which I should be honestly, but right now I'm trying to keep my calories like below 3,000 because I'm trying to like because I have a. Are you joining the June comp?
No, you're
No?
joining it?
Yeah.
I'll come and watch you.
Me and Hamad will be
So
there.
for the June comp, we wanna do sort of a warm up meet, get a big meet PR on total on every single lift actually, and also practice the water and gut cut and make sure we're in cutting distance of the 105 weight cut, right? Because we could be 110, like walking body weight and cut, but I don't think the performance detriment from that is worth it. So I'd rather take a smaller cut and do a real like fat cut down to like 108.5.
So now he's like 110,
Right now, yeah, I'm around like 110, 109, 110.
Yeah.
and then he wants to get like 108 before the comp.
108, yeah, that's the goal.
108 like a week before comp so I can water cut
Oh.
into.
Yeah, guys, Hamad is the one who's behind the scenes. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Hamad Belabayda.
Shut up.
Yeah, so that's the goal of body weight. What about lifts?
So lifts, there isn't exactly any target lifts we want to hit at Worlds. It's
I want
mean,
you
the
to do
target lift-
330, man.
the target lifts are the world record squat, and then whatever we need to get a gold medal in total, right? If not gold medal, then whatever we need to get second, right? Whatever we need to get as good of a placing as possible. That is the goal.
I'm sure that you're gonna win on the one. There's no one at your level. At
No. He was talking about worlds.
Worlds, yeah.
Oh,
For junior permit, yeah, there's
yeah,
nobody.
you're gonna win. I'm sure.
I mean, that's
Send me the timings on Instagram. I'll come and watch. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
the goal of junior power meet is not to try and win. The goal really is just to practice, get in some meet practice, because I don't want it to be from December all the way to September having not competed, you know?
So like a warm up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like a practice warm-up competition.
So it won't be like extremely heavy deadlifts. Like I think like Desert Barbell Power Me 12. I don't think you were like that extreme on your weights.
You are.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like on my first comp and my second comp, probably 11 and 12, my attempts we thought would be like it was PRs, but we thought it would be like heavy and stuff.
It was
But
super
it
easy. If
definitely-
I saw
it
the
definitely
I saw the
moved faster
videos,
than
it was
anticipated. Yeah.
like a joke.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
with John, it was a thing that all his lifts and training moved so fast, and we were still PRing, right? We were still PRing like every 3-4 weeks, and when we create a attempt selection plan for every meet, we'd see how fast his PRs moved, and we decide we can open with that, and then we'll jump up for a PR in a second, and jump up for another PR for the third, and every single time the third attempt was still a warm-up lift.
Yeah.
So every single meet, we would come out of it being like,
You can add 10 kilos.
Where is your potential
Yeah.
at? I think we still haven't found it.
Yeah, I feel like until today, we still haven't found my ceiling of to where like progressing start to get really
400 squat. 400.
400 squat is the ceiling. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
If you do 400, you'll be super proud. Yeah.
Definitely. If I do 400 raw 105,
I think you'd be the world record, right? No one has
The
done
world record
400.
is 360.
And,
I mean,
yeah.
the all-time world record in every single weight class, including the super heavyweight 120 plus category, is Ray Williams' all-time world record of 490. That wasn't in the IPF though. The IPF world record is 470 by also Ray
Jesus
Williams.
Oliveras did beat it, right?
No, Jesus
think-
Oliveras beat the
Did-
total, but not the squat.
Oh, okay. I think Jesus did like 460. Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I think I saw an IPF 465, but it was equipped, not raw.
I'm not sure what category
Yeah.
that is. The raw world record in the IPF is currently 470 by Ray Williams,
Oh.
but that's in the super heavyweight category. We're talking about the 105 category.
Yeah.
In the 105 category, the world record is 360, right? It is nowhere near
Like
400.
in my category, like later on down the years.
Yeah.
I think if you go under 93 and then like stay with your same weights, you'd be amazing.
Yeah,
you ever
definitely.
plan?
That was the plan. Like when I first started with Maed, actually, after my first two meets, we were thinking about cutting down to 93s and competing 93s, but based off how my body was, how do you call this, like
Your body's working?
how my body was responding to me being 105 and my weight still moving at the same speed. We figured that it would probably be best to stay 105 and just like later on down the years, just try to get leaner and leaner.
I think after your IPF World in August, go under 93, the next comp.
I don't think 93 is a plan currently.
Really?
Just for context, John right now at 110 is far leaner than he was last year at 102, right? He is far leaner now than he was at 102. The amount of muscle that he is gaining right now is quite ridiculous, and he's at a very competitive level in the sub-juniors and juniors. I don't think it's impossible to say that, I don't think it's very out there to say that as an adult, he would be more competitive later on in the 93s, but that is a decision to make later. I think right now the best decision is to stay in the 105s, keep having the amazing training sessions and amazing PRs every 5 weeks, world records every 5 weeks that he's currently having, gain the ridiculous rate of muscle that he's currently having. If it's working as well as it's working, and it's working incredibly, I don't want to mess with that.
So that's not like a goal.
Right now, 93 is not the
Right
goal.
now, no.
Oh.
In 4 or 5 years time, if we see that it's not very competitive in the 105s and very possibly could be very competitive in the 93s, then in that case, I think it would be.
Yeah, definitely.
So what supplements do you take?
Right now, I've been actually off of protein for a while, just because I haven't really been bothered. Mainly it's just creatine and pre-workout, because creatine I can't really hop off of.
Pre-workout like CO4?
Yeah, the main pre-workout I take like right now is Rise supplements. I switch between pre-workouts every now and then, just to see how I feel or like how I respond to each and every one of them. But yeah, creatine monohydrate. I am hopping on protein again.
Not steroids, yeah?
No. I hope it doesn't have steroids in it. But yeah, mainly those are the things, and then your regular multivitamins every day.
I think if you took steroids, let's say hypothetically, you'll do 500 squat.
Not straight away, no.
No, like not straight away, but like after 5 years.
I think the best estimates of how much this is from what I've heard from other people on the internet, is the amount of strength that people gain if they're like at their very close to their peak as a natural and then start to hop on is usually around 10% added. That's just that's what I've heard online.
I think like 10% first year and then like 2 to 5% every year.
I guess, but you could also expect that 2% every year as a natural too.
Yeah. I think when you reach to that level, it won't really matter as you're a beginner. When you're a beginner, it's like this.
Yeah.
But when you reach to that level, it's like step by step.
Yeah.
So no supplements, no huge amount of supplements.
Yeah, no.
Like,
just mainly the basics.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like there are like some people out there like I don't think I personally know anyone, but I've seen on social media there's definitely people out there that like take like an absurd amount of supplements, which I feel, because it is different for every single person,
You're the goat of powerlifting.
No, no, I wouldn't
I've
say
never
that.
seen someone really improve like you. Like I want to know what's the secret. Like
for me, honestly, like the secret is just like try to build a big base. Just like before you get into powerlifting, because like before powerlifting, I was mainly just like I was a bodybuilder.
So I've seen your videos on Instagram, like 390 weeks out of bodybuilding competition and like always flexing and so on. Will you ever see you compete in a bodybuilding competition?
Oh man,
Yeah, so
it would be nice.
The week before Junior Worlds is actually the Olympia happening in Cluj-Napoca in Romania. So maybe John will just have to run onto stage there and just show off at the Olympia guys.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
my mic doesn't love me.
Yeah, just like your shirt.
Yeah, just like my ex.
Yeah. Getting back to the secrets.
Yeah, what are they?
Yeah, honestly, like for me, it was like building a big base for me before actually getting into proper powerlifting was I'd say is a huge thing because like you have already a good amount of muscle, I'd say, and then the second thing, honestly, is just have fun. That's a huge part for me because I feel like if I get too serious, it starts getting to my head.
Boring and
No, I wouldn't say boring.
yeah.
But it would start getting to my head and start like messing up my mental health and stuff because I would overthink about every single thing. But I'd say like having fun is probably the number one thing for me right
So
now.
will you ever do a bodybuilding competition?
Um,
We wanna know, is it a yes or no?
it's definitely not come across my head yet.
I wouldn't approve.
With mine get fist, you'll train with another coach and
I wouldn't
we'll
approve.
start World War III with him.
Yeah, no, I don't think a bodybuilding competition is. It's nowhere.
I think
near
you
the
could
road
do
I'm
it, but
taking
like
now.
let's say you're IPF Worlds for 5 years. 5 years IPF World Champion. You
Okay.
could then do bodybuilding.
At that point,
Honestly, I
don't
would
know.
just I would try other hobbies. I feel like
yeah,
we
I-
won't ever do a bodybuilding
I don't think
competition.
it's worth it to, absolutely take yourself through
the mental.
everything
It's
that
like
it takes to
struggle.
to go into a bodybuilding competition for the chance to maybe win or place somewhat well in like a local bodybuilding competition. It's compared to already being an IPF world champion, it's
So what's it like training at Desert Barbell?
Okay. Yeah, training in Desert Barbell is definitely a huge part. Other than the fact that it really spoils me because of the equipment they have there, which is definitely.
Definitely powerlifting certified. It's like
Yeah.
when you go there, it's impossible to not have equipment of powerlifting.
Yeah.
They have like 0.25.
Yeah.
I've never found other gym other than Desert Barbell that has 0.25, 0.5. These are very specific weights.
Yeah, definitely. And moving away from the equipment, the community itself is very nice. It's like they're very supportive as well. Like no matter what weight you're doing, if it's gonna be
1,000 kilograms.
yeah,
like we
either
add,
1,000 kilograms or 20 kilograms. No matter what, like you're
Yeah.
gonna get support. You're gonna randomly hear someone from the other side of the gym
yeah, they'll
screaming.
always
You know,
help you. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, Desert Barbell is the place to go if you want to powerlift in the UAE or in Dubai. I don't think anywhere else provides the same kind of experience, the same immersion into the powerlifting community in sport.
Yeah.
So just to give some context, before Desert Barbell, powerlifting in the UAE did not exist at all, really. Powerlifting started off just as like a group chat in warehouse gym, a group of people that used to host powerlifting competitions together, and it was a community. And then after Power Meet 5, that's when they first opened up the club in December of 2018, I think it was. Brought Eleiko equipment, IPF certified equipment. It is the best, like in the Middle East,
Yeah.
easily. The amount of IPF approved Eleiko equipment there is amazing. And
I think Marco and Patrick did a huge good job.
for sure. The community has them to thank for the how big the community has developed now.
And it's really growing. Like I've seen a picture of Power Meet 4 and Power Meet 12. It's a huge amount of difference.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Power Meet 4 was done in warehouse gym. I mean the quality of the live stream and the warm up room and the stage in current Power Meets is better than most countries' national competitions and many regional, like Asian, even like the Asian championships, the usually do not have a warm-up area and a stream nearly as good as Desert Barbell's Power Meet. Desert Barbell's Power Meet is the quality is really spoiling you. If you go to another country to try and compete, you will not find the same kind of quality of a warm-up area and a stream and just community as Desert Barbell.
Definitely. one of my other clients, she recently competed at South African Nationals, and she was saying how the like the equipment and like the people in South African Nationals was nowhere near nowhere near Desert Barbell's, you know.
So
like how
when you've
good
done
they were.
Asians also,
Yeah.
was it like Desert Barbell? Be honest.
No, definitely not.
So I've done 2 Asian championships. Well, 2 full power Asian championships and 1 bench
Bench
only.
only 170, I saw it.
Yeah. So with the first full power one, the warm up area, we had 2 platforms at the same time. Each platform was full, a group of like 10 to 15 lifters, right? And there were only 3 warm up stations. It was in a sports hall with no flooring, so the flooring was slippery as like a sports hall flooring. And 2 of the combo racks were a very strange brand with like a very like pillow-like bench, and many of the pins to raise and lower the combo rack were missing. So there was only one Eleiko combo rack, and everyone is crowded around it. Between like 10 to 15 or even more, like 16 people were crowded around this combo rack trying to share a warm-up area. It was almost like a fight to try and do your warm-ups. You'd have to step in like in front of someone, or someone would step in front of you.
Did it happen
few
in
times.
John also?
No, this was in Turkey. This was the year before. Literally, I would have my weight set on the bar that I wanted to warm up with, and then just before I go to lift it, someone from another team would go take the weight away so they can
Go punch them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't do that, but it was almost like a war zone in that warm-up room.
Yeah.
That was in Turkey.
That was in Turkey.
We should call Erdogan. We'll go complain to
the
him.
one in Mongolia was a little better. It was 4 combo racks instead of 3, and only 1 platform, so there was less people to share more combo racks, so it was definitely better. And the combo racks weren't the best quality. The bench was actually a piece of plywood with a vinyl covering over it with no cushion. So you were benching straight up on plywood.
Did his back hurt?
Yeah, I actually had a callus on the front of my delt from benching. I don't know how that worked, but that did happen. That was better, but it wasn't good. So, but the one that you warmed up on, there were 4 or 5 warm-up areas.
Yeah.
There were
Asians?
Asians.
It was like how many people on each?
How many people on each? I would say 4 or 5.
Yeah, I would say.
I would say that was very high quality.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's quite as good quality as Desert Barbell's one, but with Desert Barbell usually it's 2 to 3 people per warm.
Yeah. Like I've done my last competition, it was 4, like the highest one. It was like 2 on like the lowest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 or 5, maybe 6 people per warm-up area, and that's very high quality for most international meets. So the level of quality at Desert Barbell meets is incredible.
Yeah, and like definitely like in Desert Barbell they have volunteers that do like change, like if it's the squats they
change it.
they make the combo racks like into squats, and if it's bench they make it into bench, and then deadlifts
it's not a paid promotion, guys, don't worry. We aren't paid anything, unfortunately. I'll ask Marco to do it.
Yeah, and then in deadlifts they like take away the combo racks, rather than like in Asians the lifters themselves had to like move the combo rack away. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it was actually pretty funny. I did my last couple of sessions in the warm-up area for Asians, and Mind and I were talking about how rusty the bars were.
Yeah, so
we stayed there.
we went there the first day the warm-up area opened up.
It's on 2 days, the Asians? Or how was it?
So we went like 5 days before the competition started when they first brought the equipment there, so we could practice with the equipment.
Is it allowed?
Yes, it is allowed. So we could practice because they were using the soft bench there and the carpeted flooring. So we wanted to practice that for John, so he doesn't feel like it's a strange thing for him. We went there. We would grab the bars that were there, and my hands would come out brown and with rust on them because the bars were so dirty. So I spent about 2 hours there just with a wire brush and WD-40 brushing every single bar there.
So that's humiliating. A cleaner and a coach.
I mean, yeah, it was just making me happy. Honestly,
But he's working hard for you, okay?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't only for my bar, by the way. We did every single
bar. So that for everyone that came, they would have a pleasant experience and not have rust on their hands.
Yeah.
So why didn't they do it? The World Center, or where is it?
I think we just didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
why didn't?
plus the equipment was just kept in like a storage room
Yeah,
for
so
a long time.
I think because of that, after you leave something for a long time unclean,
definitely.
that's the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is there to talk about?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask another question. So how do you study if you're saying 2 hours and 2 hours study when you're sleeping?
Studying. So right now, the
School is useless?
No.
Yeah.
Like I'm currently in study breaks. I actually have an exam in like 2 days. So how I normally like now my studying, like since I'm off school, it's like a study break. Normally when I get home from the gym is when I study.
Like
when
an
I have,
hour
like,
maximum, yeah? You can't do
yeah, like even
But I think most of
whenever
your
I have-
weekends are not hangouts, are like only studying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I don't really go out on hangouts other than like, well, after the gym or like we go out for food or something.
No ex?
No.
I'm the only one who has an ex? You
yeah.
actually don't have an ex?
No,
Mine has.
I don't have an ex, man.
I think I do. I mean, why do you want to make your ex regret it so bad?
No, just asking. General question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did your
That's
ex
just-
treat you bad?
No, I don't think that bad.
Okay.
Not like she
that
didn't kill
bad.
me. I'm like,
She
here.
didn't kill you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a plus.
No murders.
No murders.
Yeah, no murders. Nobody was hurt.
So you're studying are like usually like on weekdays 1 hour and then on weekends like 5-6
let's say
hours.
on weekdays, like I try my best during the study break. I try my best to study before
That's a
going to the
lie.
gym. And after, yeah, man, I don't study at all. I don't study at all. It's just gym, honestly.
Your grades are bad, like me.
Currently, yeah. Currently,
Yeah,
I'm not.
school is useless.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I
about
don't
it.
like school.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie about it. My grades are like pretty dog right now. So
You know, my GPA was 1.3, I think. Out of 4.
1.3.
Like that's like a dog GPA.
That's a
Very
dog
bad.
GPA.
Yeah,
And
why?
then I wasn't sad. I was like, I don't care.
I mean, why weren't you studying? Were you also going to the gym all day?
Yeah.
Mostly, and also, I want to start my own e-commerce job shipping.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
So
studying
you
about.
started a dropshipping business.
Yeah, soon.
Oh, soon. Okay.
Most probably it will be shirts. I'll send you some of them.
Shirts,
Oh, yeah.
crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Send us some of them so you can like.
Maybe
try.
I don't know. I have to find a winning product yet.
Yeah.
So is that the only business you've got?
And I'm gonna invest in stocks and crypto when I'm 18. I wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
but it's 18 plus.
You're not 18 yet?
No, I'm 17.
Oh, you're still 17.
Just taller than you, but I'm not
okay.
18.
Okay. When do you turn 18?
November 28th.
November 28th.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, by a couple months.
Just like 4
yeah.
months and a half.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it doesn't
that's-
look like it. Looks like I'm the opposite.
Yeah, it does, especially with the tattoos. Can you tell me actually about the discipline tattoo? Like where like how did you decide, on like getting the discipline tattoo?
Yeah, so I got it after I did my last power meet. The first power meet I've done, I had Yahya
Okay.
and this dragon.
Yeah.
So
wanna know
I'm a
about
beast.
The
So Yahya, beast.
oh, so the dragon.
Oh, the
is
dragon's the
Okay.
beast, and Yahya
Yeah.
is obviously you.
Yeah, I'm a
Right.
beast as usual.
Yeah.
And there's a Y under my
A Y?
ear.
And that also stands for Yahya?
Yeah.
Are you planning on getting any other Yahya tattoos?
No, on September, the next competition, I want to get under Y, stay strong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's yeah. Well,
And
the discipline. one.
After my second competition, I've done Ali. So that's my full name, Yahya Ali. And then discipline. I've done discipline because that's the secret to success. And when you're competing also.
Oh yeah,
You need
you
discipline.
posted about it, right? And then you captioned that secret to the success, right?
And also when I'm famous, one day I'll have 1 million followers. I'm trying to be arrogant.
you're
Yeah.
close now, though, right?
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, hell yeah.
10 million now. Actually, so when I take people pictures with them, I'll do this. It's discipline.
Ah,
Okay.
right. I mean, is discipline what you'd credit with, your success in your powerlifting competitions as well?
Discipline?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. And
Because like I'm following an annoying diet.
okay.
Dalia,
Tell
my
us about it.
annoying coach added
Whoa.
it to me. I don't want to
Oh,
start.
no.
I think we should delete this or leave it with the editor. But yeah, I hope I don't die.
okay.
But yeah,
Okay. And how is your coaching and your diet going?
my coach is very good. She's a good person. I'm trying to lie, but yeah.
Okay.
She's actually a good person. There are certain things that I don't like about Dalia.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to say it on stream.
Okay.
I think she could say more about me. So I'm not gonna say something. Yeah, that is good. It's very good.
Are you planning on getting like something on the other side of your arm, like?
No,
if you
just
the
do
other
under
arm?
my back, and then on March I'm gonna do here True Love.
Oh, on your knuckles.
On your knuckles.
Yeah.
True love for
You know
who, though?
Dan? He's
Dan.
done True Grit.
True grit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do True
grit.
Love.
So you're
But
gonna do
love
true love.
for love for what? What
True
do you
love of the people that help you become a disciplined
Oh,
person.
right.
That may. So like, would it be like true and then love on the?
Yeah, like true love.
Yeah.
And then stay strong under my back. So when I'm squatting, I need to stay strong.
Yeah. That's nice, man.
Thank you very much.
You ever plan on building a home gym yourself?
I think when I become a millionaire, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
bef-
what's the roadmap to becoming a millionaire for you?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna start is, I'm gonna immigrate.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Oh,
To
really?
Oh
Okay.
really?
Canada or America. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna start drop shipping. And I'll invest like 20% of my income into stocks and crypto.
Okay.
And after that, after drop shipping, I wanna start my own gym.
Okay. In the US or Canada?
Yeah.
I heard the gym situation there is pretty packed. You know, every city you go to,
Yeah.
there's a lot of gyms. You know, there's a lot of competition with gyms there. I heard.
Yeah, but I wanna build something that is a barbell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was asking if you saw Patrick, you could ask him. I was asking Patrick if I could build a franchise
Oh.
of Desert
So
Barbell.
you talked to him about it.
Yeah, but he said we could see it, but that's not something that he had in mind.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good idea to start another Desert Barbell, so we'll have two Desert Barbell.
Yeah, I mean, it's for
Especially
Desert
if it's
Barbell
in
to
the
expand.
US, you know, yeah.
Maybe expand internationally, even become worldwide known.
Yeah. And I might lie to Patrick and say like I'm making 100,000, I'll be making $1 million, and pay less in franchise. You know, I wanna make money.
So you're
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
already planning the scams there. Whoa.
Bad intentions. No, I was just joking. But actually, I wanna do something like huge in the future.
I'm really interested about the tattoos. Like, what are you planning to, other than the stay strong and the true love?
You wanna know something like for my whole life?
Yeah.
I'm planning. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So
I could tell
plan
you
to get a
after the
full arm
podcast.
tattoo?
After the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
because-
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
now, what's been like? How did you learn so much about you seem so motivated about all the business stuff, and where did you learn about all that stuff?
Yeah, so I have some books from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki about investing, and what else? Robert Kiyosaki, most of the things. And there's another thing that I'm in that I can't say in the podcast. I'll say after the podcast also.
Okay.
I
Is that
did,
for YouTube's guidelines?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. I want to keep it
I
like
did.
private.
I did read this book. It was. I feel like you would know about this. The Way of a Superior Man. Have you heard of it?
No.
You should really get into it. Yeah, it's like really helps you become a man. You know, like to what I am today.
Masculinity?
No, yeah, kind of like that, and kind of not, and like it's how to like, build yourself up as a man. To
Did you-
become a true Sigma male. I'd say.
Oh, like me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I've heard people say if you read 48 Laws of Power, you'll be scary.
Really?
Because
So have you read it?
None of them read it because
Okay.
you know too much.
I mean, is
and-
that something you want to be? Is scary?
Yeah.
No.
Because I don't think many people want to scare people.
Yeah.
Not
people,
scary.
people want to be approachable.
I know some stuff about how humans work.
Okay.
Like most people choose their stuff based on pain and desire.
Yeah.
Pain is the bigger one. Like for example, most
Did
people
you
don't.
read this in a book?
No, that's something I've learned that I'm gonna tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
I'll just tell you the point. Most people build their stuff based on pain and desire.
Yeah.
Like you wanna go to the gym to improve your body, that's a desire, and
Definitely.
become a IPF world champion. Let's
Yeah.
say you wanna lose weight to stop the pain of being fat. For example.
Yeah.
Okay, and like you wanna start a YouTube channel to do entertainment and help others watch good useful content. That's desire. You go to the hospital because you have cancer, because that's pain.
Yeah.
Because you're sick, that's pain. So that if you notice, most people build their stuff based on pain and desire.
Yeah, true.
And pain is a higher emotion.
Yeah.
So, other than school, what are your plans for the future?
Future plans in my head. I probably do want to soon start, coaching other people.
Did you get certificate?
No, not yet. But I will like later on, like when I do like start. Also, I want to start like. Obviously, like I want to become as famous as you. I'm gonna start influencing stuff.
As serious as me, yeah. Good luck.
I'm gonna start building
YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube channel.
You could start it, man. It's very good.
I have some big plans actually for before Worlds, for the YouTube channel itself.
So after Worlds, what's your plan?
After Worlds, it's definitely keep building up and try to break as many records as I can, which is definitely the number one goal I have. Try to become number one, break records. Yeah.
So what advice would you generally tell to people that are starting going to the gym? You could start and then you could continue after.
Advice to start going to the gym as a power lifter?
As a gym, generally.
And
then you could see as a powerlifter.
And start going to the gym? I don't know. There's so many different goals that different people might have that I don't know how to say something so general. Because if someone's going to the gym to lose weight, I'd give them a different set of advice from someone going for CrossFit versus someone going for to boost their calisthenics or to boost their performance in rugby or football, or versus to go there for powerlifting or bodybuilding.
So let's change the question. What about powerlifting?
So for powerlifting, I would say find a community, find a group or a community, and that is the biggest thing. Find a community and a group.
I think what we have at Desert Barbell is very precious.
Yeah, and the second thing is follow a program or get a coach.
You could get it from Mike. I'll leave his Instagram in the bio. And he would give me 10% of the sales. Okay?
We'll see about that. And the third one would be just be patient. Most people, they're going to reach their peak strength well into their 30s. You're not going to reach your peak strength in your low 20s. It's a long career and journey ahead of you. So just be patient and stay in there for longevity and for the long game.
So do you think people want results very, very, very fast?
Yeah. So I think a lot of people, they overestimate what they can do in the short term and underestimate what they can do in the long term. Right? They think, okay, in the next 6 months, I'll add all this to my lifts, and usually that doesn't work out. But then if they think about, in 15 years time, they then cut themselves short there, and they don't realize how strong they can get in 15 years time,
I think in 15 years, you won't even fit the door. Because, man, I can't imagine you after 15 years. Man, you're doing a very good job.
Thank you so much.
It's definitely working. And you're definitely with a very good coach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what's your advice for powerlifting people?
For powerlifting, honestly, how I got into powerlifting is just try to watch, I'd say for me, how I did it was just keep on watching YouTube videos, try to improve on my form and stuff.
Are there any certain people do you think are important for powerlifting?
In what way?
Certain people, go watch them, they'll help you in powerlifting.
There are definitely a huge range amount of people, and all of them have different opinions on what's best for a person. The best person to probably ask that question is probably mine.
I really like the RTS guys, reactive training systems, on their training philosophy, even if you don't want to follow their training method, emerging strategies, even if you don't want to follow that exactly, the ideas that you get from it are very applicable to almost anyone's training. I think RTS is a great one, and they have a course as well, which is very good. Other than that, there's also Steve Denovi, who makes YouTube videos, incredibly detailed YouTube videos, an hour long talking about one tiny cue on a bench press, right? It's incredible detail, and I love Steve Denovi's channel. The Performotion team, Kelly and Kelly especially, Kelly from Promotion, they have really good content as well on their YouTube, on their podcast, on Spotify, and on their Instagram. And if for a more condensed kind of thing, one stop for everything, Powerlifting Now is pretty great for it. It's a mix of Steve Denovi, Marcellus Williams, Sean Noriega, and Matt Cronin. And sometimes they get some guest speakers on there. And that's a really good source of almost everything from technique to programming and everything like that.
Okay, that's very great. So thank you guys for being on the podcast.
Yeah,
Of course,
thank you
man.
for
Any last
inviting
messages?
us. Any last messages is
To your viewers or fans?
I want to thank my family of course for
I think they're
supporting
super
me.
supportive.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
each
I'm
other.
very grateful for how supportive so far my family has been. It's definitely very great. To my obviously, who's trained me to where I'm at right now, and further down the road where I'll be. I want to thank Maid in advance. And I want to thank like my friends like Hamad back there.
And what do you call it? Did you have any coaches before Maid?
No, my only, honestly, there was this one guy. Is it fine if I say his name?
Yeah.
His name is Bilal. His handle is Breezy Lifts. He was. I met him at my community gym, and he was a really close friend of mine. I still keep in touch with him every now and then, but he was the first guy who actually like kind of gave me like a program ish. But yeah, powerlifting wise, it was probably just the Kaizen program done by Omar Isov before I met Maid. So yeah.
Any last messages?
If you are a person who lifts in the UAE, likes lifting, go and compete as soon as you can. Join the community, join Does a Barbell, join somewhere and become a powerlifter.
So do you have any spaces for people? How many do you have?
In coaching,
Yeah.
so the way I coach is, I'm a student in university still. My coaching is still part-time, and I do it mostly out of my love for the sport and out of my wanting to, elevate the level of lifting in the UAE. So I'm always open for spaces. It's just that my spaces are limited, and I'm quite selective about, who I do and don't want to work with, because I definitely, there's definitely people who will put in the effort, who will really make an effort to communicate and collaborate and work with you on the coaching process. And so it's like a two-sided thing, working together to coach someone instead of just me telling them what to do. And that is the type of client that I want to work with.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to like. If you want to subscribe, your choice. And if you want to comment, and I'll leave both their Instagrams on description.
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to train with Maid, he's a good person. And he's not as hot as me, Dad. But he's working on
Yeah,
it.
he's only the second. I'm the third.
Yeah,
Crazy.
degrees.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.